A Florida man beat a CVS employee while screaming F Joe Biden. There's a lot to unpack here. This is someone who's very political. They went to the wrong place to express their political hatred, though. The CVS, perhaps they were in there to get some, meds that they then didn't take. A Florida man has been jailed after attacking a CVS employee. Poor CVS employees. Poor fast food employees. It's very hard to work with the public in Florida. You don't know what the Florida public's going to unleash on you, do you? I mean, you show up to work with the best of intentions. You're like, I want to bring French fries to this community. Next thing you know, someone's punching you in the nose because you didn't give him any mayo or you forgot the lettuce. So this Florida man attacked the CVS employee, all while screaming at President Joe Biden. The story says at President Joe Biden. However, I'm going to assume President Joe Biden was not at that Florida CVS. So maybe this person is hallucinating. They're clearly not pleased with the political situation in the country. According to the investigators, 29-year-old David Frick, he went into a CVS in Gainesville, Florida, and just started punching a female employee. Just like that. Just went in and started punching the female employee. I mean, there's no backstory to this. Was he like, could you go and open up the razors for me? And then they took too long. It takes them a long time to go open up those razors. I don't know why those razors are all locked up. Although I think everything should be locked up in a Florida CVS, as you can imagine. The employee was pushed onto the ground by Mr. Frick, the Florida man. Mr. Frick got on top of the woman and continued punching her. This poor lady. My goodness. A good Samaritan who was in the store shopping tackled Frick to stop the attack. Yay for good Samaritans. There's not enough of them in Florida, as you can imagine. You need a lot of Samaritans in Florida, the good kind. It's very dangerous to be a good Samaritan in Florida. You don't know what's going to happen. You get involved with a Florida man. A lot of times they're not wearing a shirt. And in many instances, they're carrying a weapon of some sort. They may pull out a gun or a handful of iguanas and push them down your shirt. Who knows? So give it up to the good Samaritans in Florida. Anybody in Florida who has the balls to step up and save somebody, he punched the customer in the face. That's what happened to the good Samaritan who got involved. Took a punch to the face. Probably should have not got involved and just shot it on video. That's what the kids are doing these days anyways, right? They're just shooting it on video and not getting involved, which at first I said that was horrible, that people would just shoot video. But all the stories that I've heard about the good Samaritans getting involved and then they get shot or they get punched, it might be smart just to stay out of it at this point, unless you got some good health insurance. So Frick punched the customer, ran out of the store. Police say the CVS pharmacy employee's nose may be broken and that the man yelled, F Joe Biden, at some point during the attack. It's very strange. Both of the victims told the police they did not know this man and had never seen him before. The police caught up with him shortly after and detained him. It doesn't say where. I'm going to guess either in the parking lot where he was doing push-ups or down the street at the Burger King where he was trying to spread his political ideology in another place using his fists. It says here the Florida man Frick has a prior conviction. What a big surprise. A prior conviction. I would have never guessed. What's the prior conviction for? Well, battery, for one. Oh, battery on a law enforcement officer. Because Frick pushed a nurse at the Alachua County Jail. Oh, this guy. Just pushing nurses. People in the medical field just not pleased. He pushes a pharmacist at CVS and a nurse at the prison. His sentence included receiving treatment for the mental health illness. I don't think that's working at all.